And speaking of local spots opening up, last week there was a grand opening in Natomas for Nation's Giant Hamburgers restaurant. And did you know that today is National Hamburger Day? So we just had to have them on. Joining me now is Grant Power, President and CEO of Nation's Giant Hamburgers. Welcome, Grant.
Great to be on your show, Aubrey. Absolutely fantastic to be with you this morning.
Yeah, and happy Hamburger Day. I'm always up for a good hamburger. I want to say congratulations on the new location. Now, was opening up during the pandemic part of the plan?
Having the pandemic was never part of the plan for all of Northern California, but it was the right thing to do. People are yearning for something new. They need hope. We need more employment. We need some energy. We need businesses to stand up and show their commitment to the area. It took us 8 years to get the store built. My brother first bought that property in 2012. So it was never part of the plan, but once COVID came, it was never part of the plan to slow down any more than we needed to. We follow all the regulations, but all the new team members, everybody in the company, always want to get the doors open as soon as we can. We didn't envision it being exactly in these circumstances, but I think, quite frankly, all this is going to pass. I think we're going to remember, serving everybody with masks. And you can't see our smiles, but they're there underneath the masks. And part of business and part of life is that you've got to keep moving forward, even when once-in-a-lifetime pandemics come out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, that's great. I am a Nations fan. I've experienced the burgers in the Bay Area. And yes, it probably did throw a little wrench in the plans as far as opening. But I'm so proud that you guys have been able to do it because, you're right, it's what our community has needed. Now, I'm wondering, were you hiring for the Natomas location during the shelter-in-place period?
We started the hiring process last November and last December.
Okay.
So we've been training our crew there for months, and we've spread them around to our Citrus Heights location, our Vacaville location, our Stockton location. So they're ready to go. And every time I visit one of their training stores, and during this lockdown the last 8 weeks, I would always hear, "When are we opening? When are we opening?" So it was always my sense, it was always my brother's sense that we want to serve the community. We want to get the doors open as soon as we can. But I think one of the biggest impetuses in all this was that our trainees and our new employees were ready to serve ready to serve the Sacramento community there.
Well, I'm sure the community is very excited to have you. And, if you haven't been to Nations, they've actually been around for 68 years. That's when you guys first opened. Talk about how it's changed over the years.
Well, in some ways, it hasn't changed at all. Our hamburger ingredient hasn't changed whatsoever since Russell Harvey, our founder, who lives in Moraga, who's 95 years old, invented it in 1952. We did not make our own pies originally. That came in the 70s. My father bought a bakery in Fremont, made all the ingredients himself. And my wife, who's a Sacramento girl who grew up in the foreign neighborhood and came to America as a refugee from Kazakhstan, when we got married, she resigned from Chevron, where she was an engineer, and she modernized our pie bakery for the future decades. So the pies came in the 70s, and the breakfast came about 10 years after our founding. And we've always tinkered with things a bit. My mom felt that we really needed to have a wild salmon burger, so she went to Alaska and found the absolutely best salmon fillet that she could up there. So our decor is somewhat retro at times. We harken back to the 80s when we were founded. But now you can order online too, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Yeah. So we believe in technology. We believe in giving customers all those options. Now you can order online through our website at nationsrestaurants.com. But the ingredient for the hamburger has not changed at all. The way we cook it hasn't changed. But we make our own pies. They're brought in daily from El Cerrito. We're very, very proud of those. And we do breakfast all day. And we've had some generational change. We're at the point where my dad was the CEO for the last several decades, and he's now the chairman of the board. I took over 3 years ago. And we've stocked up the whole company with next generation leaders, because you don't buy real estate and you don't open in the middle of a pandemic. You don't want to make it clear that we want to be here for our entire lifetime. We love the community. We love the people, and we feel it's our duty to bring some positive energy, to bring some hope, and to signal to the entire area that this has been hard, seeing loss of life and loss of jobs.
Right.
But businesses believe that we're going to get through this.
That's awesome. And it sounds like, it's a little bit of a family affair with your wife and the pies, and you told us a lot about those pies, and I know that other than burgers, Nations is known for their pies, and you mentioned you also serve breakfast. But what is Nations known for? If someone has never been to Nations, what do they need to order that first time?
Well, if you want a breakfast, the omelets, the French toast, the pancakes are spectacular. If you're coming in for what most people do for the first time, which is our burger, the bacon cheeseburger is absolutely unbelievable. We have local produce from, actually we have one farmer in Sacramento, and we have another farm supplier down here in Oakland. So we do lettuce, onions, tomato. Make a decision whether you want grilled onions or regular onions. We cook everything to order. They're so big you can get them cut in half if you want. Our onion rings and fries are amazing. Our milkshakes are spectacular. My wife actually invented the Oreo milkshake about 4 or 5 years ago.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, but you bring kids in and they want hot dogs. We're very well known for our chili cheese fries, BLTs, grilled cheese, you name it.
Grant, I have to stop you right there. You're making me really, really hungry. What are the details?
Well,
if someone wants to celebrate Hamburger Day today and they want to head up to your Natomas location, what are the hours over there?
We're currently opening at 8, and then we close at midnight during the week, and on the weekends we're open until 1 a.m.
Okay.
I think once things open up more, we'll probably expand those hours. But yeah, I think our biggest message today is we're dying to see you, and we're excited to serve you. And with the masks on, you can't see our smiles, but I'm here to tell you that we're smiling underneath those masks, and those smiles are there.
All right, Grant Power with Nations Burgers, new location, just opening up in Natomas. Thanks so much for filling us in and making us hungry this morning.
Hey, total honor being on your show, Aubrey. We love the community, we love the area, and we're just really honored to be there, and we're excited to see all of you at our store sometime soon.
Great, take care.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.